Alright, so again, no intros, outros, just me talking while filming. Not exactly a great day, but there's waves to catch, so let's get it. Small, weak, little waves, but hey, it's always great being out on God's ocean. Those turns will probably look very lame on the camera, but I am glad that I got a chance to get 2 turns off my backside. And I've either never done that, or maybe I've just done it once or something, but I think I've never been able to get 2 turns on my backside, not even 2 crappy ones like that. So pretty stoked, man. Not as clean as I had intended, but man, I'm still just so glad just to be catching waves, man. Whether I do good or not, you know, whether the waves are great or not, like, I decided I want to have fun. So I'm not gonna let small, mushy, crumbly, crummy waves stop me from having fun. I don't care if it's ankle high, if I can catch a wave, then just surf, brah. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of this stuff. Of course, I'm still really not all that great at surfing, but I am enjoying myself. So the last wave I caught there, when I went down, I went head first, and like my head almost hit the sand. I'm like pretty much doing like a front roll, and like I could tell that it almost hit the sand, because when I finished the roll, I think it was like my back or my shoulders hit it, so I almost went like face first into the sand, like the water just disappeared. So fun little ride. Alright, so instead of like messing up on the wave, it's going to be called kooking up. Because of that last one that I went for, I wasted the opportunity to go on one of the best lefts I've seen. Stuff break. I just couldn't get the pump in. Trying to, but I kept, oh no, my toe side rail just kept getting bogged. Maybe I put too much pressure on it or something, I don't know. But I couldn't get the pump in on that one. Not far enough out. Or as some might say, I wasn't very far out, man. Bottom that time. Straight on my hip. So hopefully the lighting's good. I did not connect my phone or tablet to this to be able to see what it looks like while I'm recording, but I know I said no outro, but I forgot to do one while I was out in the water. This is actually a few days after this. Let's see, it's Sunday, and the surfing on this was done, I think, Thursday, so it's like 4 days after the surfing. I haven't been surfing or skating since, but so I'm just now editing the video. Just got myself pretty busy and whatnot, but so that was one of the funnest surf sessions I've had. For anyone out there who's better at surfing than I am, or I guess you could maybe say more advanced than I am at this stage right now, you might be like, oh, that surf session sucked. And for you, it would have sucked. For me, not, like, for me, one of the funnest because I was able to perform the best, or at least one of the best, on this particular session. Not because of the waves. The waves were, I've definitely had better, and I've definitely had worse. So when it comes to the quality and size of the waves, but when it comes to to the waves and my performance on the waves, this was definitely up there as one of the funnest, if not the funnest for me, for surf sessions so far. So I definitely feel like I'm getting better. I kind of feel like my board is kind of hanging me up a little bit, because it's like I'm 5'8", and this is a 6'4" board. It's wide and thick, and it's hard to pump. Like, you might have seen me on some of these little clips there doing like little, trying to get it pumping, and it kind of pumps, but it's hard to pump, and there'll be times I'll dig a rail trying to pump, and that could just be my technique, or I'm sure my technique definitely isn't great and could use a lot of improvement when it comes to even just the pumping. But like smaller boards, I have found I can pump better. The problem is I don't get the kind of speed out of them because they don't have as much float. So I definitely need to work on the technique. Another problem is on a smaller board that could pump easier, it's harder for me to get into the wave because it doesn't have as much flotation on it. This board has tons of flotation on it. I'm just weak, and I need to, I've already kind of started on working out when I'm not surfing, working out between surf sessions, but not consistently. I'm just getting my body kind of reconditioned to it. So hopefully here pretty soon I'll be able to step down to a smaller board, get better technique, and stronger paddles and more endurance with the paddle as well. That session was actually like 2.5, maybe 3 hours long, and I wasn't really getting tired out there until like the very end. So my endurance is definitely stepping up now that the last couple months I've gone surfing more than probably the previous 6 months prior to that. Just the last 2 months versus the 6 months before those 2 months. Probably did more surfing in the last 2 than in those previous 6 before that. So out of the last 8 months. In other words, this entire year. So hopefully it's going to be getting better. Still moving towards Mavericks. I think skill-wise, I don't want to say I'm already there, but I got the basics down. But I know that at a higher speed, which on a wave the size of Mavericks, and the fact that it's not only an up in size, but also an up in wave period, which means the wave itself is going to be moving faster, as well as being bigger. So you'll get more speed from the drop, and the wave itself is moving faster. So definitely faster. So balance in it, like going down the line, like I can paddle, stand up quickly, turn the board, go down the line, even on a bigger board. But I can do that on a smaller wave, like the waves I get around here, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot, 6 foot, But that's at that speed. I know that a higher rate of speed, it's going to be harder to turn that board, and it'll be easier to turn the board, but it'll be harder to keep your balance while turning it. So I definitely don't think I'm ready, even skill-wise, but I think skill-wise I'm closest to being ready to just basically catch the wave and go down the line, which is almost as much as you could hope for on a big wave. The only other thing there is barrel riding in the tube, but I haven't gotten any tubes so far, but I do plan on working on that as well, although I don't plan on getting shacked out at Mavericks. I might try if it's a barreling day,
but the size of day that I plan on going for my first ride probably won't offer a barrel I could get into. I'm planning on going out like on a 12 to 15, maybe 15 to 18 foot day. Like Mavericks would just be breaking. It would be just barely breaking. But for me, I think what I need to perform, what I need to increase the most is my paddling strength to be able to catch those bigger waves. I know I'll be on a much bigger board with like double the flotation, but the waves are also much bigger and moving much faster. So I definitely need to up the strength of paddling a lot and the endurance of paddling, because I'm not going to be one of those guys that takes a boat out to Mavericks, surfs, and then gets back on the boat and heads back to the harbor. You know, I'm going to paddle out, surf, paddle back in. You know, as far as I'm concerned, if I can't make the paddle out, surf, and make the paddle back in, then I don't belong out there. And not just barely make it either, but make it and be like, hey, that was fun and wasn't really too hard. You know, like on a 15-foot day, it shouldn't be too hard for me. And if it is, then I don't belong out there. If I like just barely made it, I still don't belong out there as far as I'm concerned. So definitely strength, endurance, ocean knowledge. Obviously, I don't think you can stop needing to get better at that. You know, picking the right waves, knowing where to be on the waves. I'm getting better. I've already noticed that myself. Getting better, being in a better spot where I'm not like completely closed, where like the whole section that I'm on closes off, like closes out, and I'm in the middle of the section. Instead, I'm finding myself more often in a place where right when I stand up, it starts to break, and then I have an open face in front of me, versus just I stand up and then the whole wave closes, and I can't get back to an open face because I'm just too deep. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely getting better at it. And I know that I'm at a beach break, and beach breaks are notorious for being more difficult to judge, and Mavericks is not a beach break. It's more consistent where it breaks and where the lineup is. It's more of a set takeoff zone. So that's going to make it easier, but I still need to be able to read the waves, not weed the raves. Yeah, I need to be able to still read the waves. Is this a good one? Is this actually going to break here, or is this going to break more inside? And am I in that good takeoff zone? On this particular one, where I'm at, is it going to be fine to go left? Or do I need to go right on this? I'm a goofy footer. I want to go left at Mavericks, but I don't mind going right. And more I've noticed I don't mind going right. I still suck on my backside, but that's doing turns. At Mavericks, I'm not going to be trying to hit the lip. I'm just going to be turning, going down the line. Maybe tuck it into a barrel, but I'm not going to be like hitting the lip or nothing. I'm not going to be on a tow board. I'm going to be paddling in. 9 foot plus board. I'm thinking probably like 9.6 or so. You're not attacking the lip doing, big tail blow slides. On a 9'6" board. I'm not. Maybe someone out there can do it, but I can't. I don't plan on ever being able to. I don't really want to. For me, shortboarding and big wave riding are two different things. Now, you can do some of that stuff on a tow board maybe, but even on a tow board, you don't really see people out there attacking the lip. They may come up towards the lip and turn and go back down again, but they're not. It's still not the same, and I know that. And maybe one day someone can do that. That'd be pretty sick to see. Big 40-foot wave, someone's attacking the lip on it. That'd be pretty sick. But it's just, I know big waves are just a different animal. So, anyways, let's kind of shorten this talking part, because it's probably already almost as long as the surfing part is. I know I need to get better. Plan on getting better. I got some plans. Just got to get out there, do it, grind on, and hopefully you know, sooner rather than later, I'll be at Mavericks, you know, riding my dream wave and making some more dreams and going after them. I got other waves out there that I want to ride, but for some reason Mavericks is like the one that I'm like, man, I gotta ride this wave, you know. I don't know why. It's like, it's a right, it's cold water, and yeah, like, I don't know why I would want it. Like, to me, my favorite wave in the world is Cloud Break. Long, big, barreling, left. Like, how does it get any better? Right? Like, beautiful, it's typically warm, at least warmer water. Like, awesome, right? But it's not my dream wave. Or maybe it is, but it's like a secondary dream wave, and I don't know why, because to me it's a better wave. You know, or at least more of an ideal wave to me. But I don't know. But anyways, somewhere out there in the world there's a wave breaking, so remember to just surf, brah.